Hey, it's Vikram, and in this video, I'm going to be breaking down for you how to find your passion and purpose in life. Since you're watching this video, it tells me that there's something that's probably missing in your life at this point of time. And to fill in the gaps and truly figure out what matters in life, that's what we're here to figure out today. I know personally, I was in a place for the longest time where I didn't know what I wanted for myself, how I was going to get there. I didn't really have any goals to speak of. But if you stick with me till the very end of this video, I'm going to be breaking down for you how I used 5 simple steps to discover exactly what matters most to me and how you can take all of that information, apply it in your own life, discover your passion, discover your purpose, and figure out exactly how you can live a meaningful life. And you know, one of the things that I'm super passionate about is smashing the like button for the YouTube algorithm. And you know what? For me to live my passion and purpose of serving you and helping you evolve and become the best version of yourself, I really need all the support that I can. So thank you so much. If you can hit the like button, it only takes half a second. It'll really help me out. And with that important step of hitting the like button out of the way, now we can focus on the simple principles that you can start using in your life today that will show you exactly how you can start changing your life. So you're in that place where you don't really know why you're doing what you're doing, you're confused about the future, you don't know exactly how to go about doing things from here on out. Maybe you're young, maybe you're old, maybe you're in that space in between. Whatever age you are and wherever you're headed to in your life, I totally get it. This is one major issue that we all face in our lives at some point of time. And if you're in that place right now where you don't know exactly what matters to you and you don't really have a lot of experience with regard to what you don't want for yourself, here's what I suggest you start off with. The first step that you need to start following today is to do things. You heard me right. Get out there and do something. Look, we're all passionate about different things, and at this point of time, it's likely that you don't know exactly what you want for yourself because you haven't done enough stuff. It's because you haven't done enough stuff and discovered what you don't want to do that you haven't been able to figure out what you truly want. And believe it or not, this is one of the easiest things that you can start off with. And if you don't know what to do at this point of time, start thinking about what you might want to do or what you could start doing. I know probably the easiest thing to say to yourself right now is nothing really interests me. Okay, fine. But what could interest you? What's maybe something that you would like to take up as a hobby that you truly might like doing? Could it be collecting coins? Could it be playing a new sport? Playing a new instrument? Could it even be dancing or something like that? This is the first step where you start discovering the possibilities of different options that you have available to you. And it's possible that you may not like everything that you have on that list. But the point of this is to start doing something, and maybe down the road you might figure out something that you truly like. And whether you're at school, you're at college, or you're working somewhere at a job, the point of this exercise is to see all of the different things that you have available to you. It's finding comfort in these various options that you can really discover what you're passionate about and then take things forward from there. But that's possible only if you follow step number 1, and that is you start doing different things. Step number 2 to discover your passion and purpose in life is to make a list of all of the different things that you may want to do and then narrow them down. Relating to all of the things that you have started doing, now you have a fair idea as to where your interests lie. Now that you know that maybe, okay, these are the things that I'm kind of interested in, you can start to list all of them down. I encourage you to make a list of at least 10 to 15 different things that may be of interest to you that you can start thinking about taking forward. It is likely that you're not going to be interested in all 10 or 15 things equally, and that's really the purpose behind this exercise. If you're confused and you don't know what you want to do right now in your life, by making a list like this, you're showing yourself all of the different possibilities, all of the different options that you have available to you among all of the things that you have already been doing, and that will put you in a strong position of power. And that's why I really believe clarity is power. When you know exactly what you might want to do, then you can start focusing your attention on that and moving it away from all of the things that maybe don't require as much attention and action. So maybe for starters, this list might contain 10 to 15 different things that may be of interest to you. Now it's time to separate the most important from the least important by creating a hierarchy of each of these different things that you have listed down. What do I mean by this? You need to start assigning ranks for each of these different things that you might want to do. Ultimately, I recommend that you have anywhere between 3 to 5 things that you really are interested in, stuff that you really enjoy doing, stuff that makes you want to wake up in the morning and just go and do that. That's what I'm talking about. And that's really where your passion comes from, by doing things that you truly love. So what are these 3 to 5 things that you can give more attention to, take more action on, so that it allows you to feel like you are doing something that you're passionate about? Ultimately, I would go so far as to say, what is that number one thing that you are most passionate about? What is that thing that you live for? That is where your answer is going to be found. For me personally, the answer was clear. I wanted to pursue music and I wanted to play guitar. So it's really straightforward for me to figure out exactly what are the steps involved towards making that dream a reality. I know on a personal level that music is something that I can relate to on a very deep level. It's something that I live for. It's something that I'm really passionate about and that I find purpose in every single day. Similarly, if you make a list just like I did and I figured out what I wanted to do, you too can have that clarity of thought and start doing the things that matter most to you and give up all of the stuff that really is wasting your time. So you've started to find all of the things that you maybe are passionate about. Now it's time to figure out your purpose. Why do you want to do it? Why do anything at all? Look, we're so concerned about answering these questions today, like how can I get better at it? What's the best way to learn to improve at this particular thing? But the problem here is not the how. The problem here is the why. 80% of the answers that you're looking for in your life right now lie in finding your why. Why do you want this? Why does this matter to you? What is it going to do for you by discovering and doing this on a regular basis? It's only once you figure out why you want to do something, that 80%, that you can focus on the 20%, and that is the how. So in reality, how to find your passion and purpose is not the question you need to be asking yourself. The question you need to be asking yourself is, why do I want to figure out my passion and purpose? Why do I want to understand this on a deeper level? So I want to ask you right now, what motivates you? What inspires you every single day? What makes you, or what could make you want to get out of bed and start doing that thing first thing in the morning? What brings a smile to your face the moment you think about it? It's by answering all of these deep questions that we figure out our purpose and we figure out why we want something and why we wish to pursue it. And at first, this may be a much harder question for you to ask yourself than you may initially think. But by taking the time out to ask yourself all of these profound questions, you once again give yourself that clarity of thought that now you know what you're passionate about. Now you can start figuring out your purpose behind exactly why you want to do those things. So just remember this, if you find out the why, you can easily figure out the how. Step number 4 is one thing that I really believe is important in the scheme of finding your passion and purpose, but a lot of people tend to ignore. I'm talking about monetizing it and making some money out of what you truly love. Contrary to what you might hear out there, it's not that people don't love doing something or they don't find their purpose in those things. Yes, there are a lot of people who deal with that issue. But the problem here is that people actually don't make any money out of it, or they run out of money that prevents them from pursuing that on an ongoing basis. And if you are going to avoid this problem once and for all, I encourage you to give some real deep thought with regard to how you can earn some money, earn some kind of revenue from your passion. And here's where hard work and hard thinking really comes into play. Look, if you want to pursue your passion, great. But always look at the realistic side of it also. What is it that you don't currently know about your passion? What might prevent you from pursuing this on a continuous basis? More often than not, it is money that actually stops us in our tracks. Now, I may be the most passionate guitar player in the world, but if I don't have some kind of revenue coming in through that, it's going to be hard for me to pursue it long term. And the same goes for this YouTube video. If I don't discover some kind of business model that will allow me to continually earn from it, I won't feel like doing more of it. And I hate to say this, but most people who end up following their passion and they turn it into a career end up broke. The reason why most people fail at this is because they don't discover how to deal with the financial side of things, how to deal with financial problems and overcome them. They don't have a business model that will allow them to pursue this passion on an ongoing basis. And worst of all, they give up too soon. Look, today you may be doing different things, but if you don't have the money to continually pursue that, it's going to stop you in your tracks. Now, I for one am a very passionate person, but if I did not figure out how to monetize each of these different avenues of all the things that I'm passionate about, well, I would not be passionate and I would not really be having any money in my pocket. That's why I highly encourage you to think about what you want to do, why you want to do it, but at the same time, how are you going to manage the financial side of things? How are you going to monetize it to make sure that you can pursue this for a lifetime? If you manage to figure out this soon, well, with that revenue that comes in, you can not only fund your passion, but it's going to motivate you to do even more. And that's going to get you better results. And then that's going to increase your confidence and make you want to pursue your passion and live that way every single day. And that brings me to the final step, and that is to live your passion and purpose every single day. Now that you've started doing some things, you figured out what you wanted, you figured out why you want to do it, now it's time to turn it into a habit. A lot of people start off being passionate, but they don't stay passionate because they don't continually do things. Look, I get it. I was there in that place where I was multi-talented. I had all of these different interests. In fact, I was doing so many different things that I didn't know what I really wanted for myself. And I think that being a jack of all trades is a good thing, but if you're trying to become a master of one, well, you really need to direct all of your focus and attention towards that one thing. And once you discover what that one thing is that you're truly passionate about, what is that thing that allows you to feel like you are fulfilling your purpose every single day, that's when you know that yes, this is what I want, this is what I love, and I want to keep doing this every single day. And it's from that list of 3 or 5 things that you initially made that you can start thinking about, okay, this is what I want to make into a habit, and now I want to pursue it more seriously. And in the initial stages, I get it. It might be a little challenging to look at maybe, okay, there are 2 things that I really want to do, but I only have time for one. And that's where you really want to be kind to yourself and give yourself the time to make a good decision for yourself with regard to what you really want to do. So think about this. Where is your time best parked? What do you really want to spend your time doing? And once you figure that out, you know for a fact that yes, I want to turn this into a habit, and then it becomes so much easier to live your passion and purpose by following that every single day. And there's no reason for you to cut yourself short. Now that you're pursuing that one thing, you're earning some money out of it, you're motivated and you're inspired to pursue that every single day, and you're living your purpose. Now you can start expanding your boundaries after first narrowing it down. Yes, you want to give yourself that liberty to explore all of the different possibilities that you initially listed. Life is all about having options, and while you may have that one main thing that you're passionate about that allows you to fulfill your purpose that you want to keep doing all the time, there are going to be other things that might give you some pleasure, and you want to look at those as well. And this works out great because you already have a list of various things that you enjoy doing, so you can also pursue those. I want to let you know that maybe it might take you a few days, a few months, or even a few years to discover your true passion and purpose in life. But by applying all of these steps that I've shared with you, you can get there a whole lot faster. If you're serious and you want to learn a little bit more about how you can find your passion and purpose in life, really discover all of that stuff that allows you to find meaning, the stuff that you really want to pursue, your goals, your ambitions, everything that you want, check out my super confidence training system that will show you a step-by-step process to where you can start discovering all of these things and start achieving things soon. And that's really where it lies. Time is of the essence. So start getting out there and start applying all of these tips, and I promise you that you will never have to ask yourself that question again. What is my passion? What is my purpose? And what do I really want in life? So with that said, thank you so much for watching. If you found this video useful, make sure you hit that thumbs up button. Go ahead and share this video with your friends and family, someone who might need this to discover their own passion and purpose, just like you have. Also, comment down below and let me know which one of these steps you found to be the most helpful, which one are you going to apply first, and ask me any questions with regard to what else you'd like me to cover here on this channel. Make sure you follow me on Instagram and Facebook if you want to be part of it there. And if this is your first time here, make sure you hit that subscribe button, turn on bell notifications so that you never miss another video towards becoming the best version of yourself. This is Vikram signing off, and I'll see you in the next session.